So, hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of Stellaris, where we are playing as the Wavebreakers, which for some reason are now canonically from Yorkshire. So in the previous session we spent much of it just expanding. We've filled up the space over here as well. We're starting to do a little bit of exploration over this way, and filling out into this direction as well, which we are starting to fortify. Fortifications being the other thing that we have been fairly aggressively undertaking. You can see, for example, that Atlantis over here, which was the Cybrex homeworld. As you can tell, it is an old ringworld system, is incredibly heavily fortified, with not just having the space station, but also a bunch of defensive platforms. And we can build a bunch more. We can get up to 14 now, so we're only at half capacity at 8.1k defenses. The other thing I should mention is our Unity selection. So we've got Discovery, Mercantile, Unyielding, all of which already completed. Discovering helping us out with technology and exploration, Mercantile helping us out with money and resources, Unyielding making our starbases incredibly tough. And then Harmony, which we've only just started to work on, is going to give us more internal prowess and also defensive fight? No, this is just internal stability. We have also taken Technological Ascendancy for the extra research speed, which is basically always useful. And then One Vision, we are the Queen Song, which gives us more Unity, pop amenity usage, and governing ethics attraction. Which is important, particularly the immunity usage, because we are trying to build very, very, very tall. Like, this is a 32 planet size planet, which already has 74 population. It is pretty huge, and I want to continue it doing that. Oh wait, you can ascend your capital? Huh. Well, that's interesting. Reduces the planetary empire sprawl and increases the designation effects by 25%, which basically means that all of my resources produce 2.5% more. I mean, that sounds pretty good, because that's just such a blanket increase. Let's do that. Yeah. Let's ascend you to tier 1. That sounds cool. You can ascend any planet and they get buffs depending on their designation. Indeed. Grumpy Tiger coming in with a 10-month Prime resub. Thank you very much for that, Grumpy Tiger. And I will indeed say cheers to you. And V2 Spoon coming in with a 28-month resubscription. Thank you very much for that as well. Okay, and what's this mean? Unspent trait points. Right, because we can upgrade our drifters. However, what I really want to do is try and get the upgrade to enduring, which I think costs 2 more trait points. This one. Venerable. Costs 4. Nope, that's going to be a lot more expensive, but I think there are a couple of cost 2s. Which I quite like. Right, we can't remove beneficial traits, so I'm hoping that we can remove enduring and then replace with venerable. So at the moment I'm quite happy to just save those points up. In the meantime, Waterloo Prime is lacking in amenities and has got unemployment. Is there anything we can do about that? I mean, we could build a city district, which would give us clerks, which produce trade value and amenities. So that would sound like a pretty good plan for you. That would also give us another building slot. And then Davy Jones's locker has several building slots available. We've got Gene Clinics, we've got Stronghold already. This place is going to be a Forge World. Ah, we're already building the planetary shield generator, and then we probably want the Autochthon Monument, because having extra unity is basically always a good choice. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, glorious. Then our ships are mostly assisting research at this point. Cool. What are the Empire's civics? So our ethics are egalitarian, xenophobic, pacifist. And then the Civics are anglers, inward perfectionists, and masterful crafters. Masterful crafters we picked up the most recently, which means that our consumer goods artisans are replaced with artificers who provide consumer goods as well as trade value and engineering research. So we probably want to be producing more of those because our artificers are really quite strong. Particularly here on Cascadia Prime, where we are starting to work on that already. Do you have engineering buff? Yeah, you do. Oh no, that's just from the research assistants. Which was the planet that had the upgrade? Oh, right. The other thing we did is we turned every single one of our planets into an ocean world. And I think that we have got a couple of colony ships either built or on the way. Yeah, we have 3 colonies still also terraforming, which we will then be able to colonize because they will all be ocean planets as opposed to, like, desert. Yeah, we are turning one desert world into an ocean world, which seems like a really big step. Haven't played this in years, have no idea what this stuff is. Impressive how much these games grow in time. Oh no, that wasn't us. That was Irazu Star Dynasty with Kelazan. Kelazan is these guys, and the Irazu Star Dynasty is these guys. They've just made peace. And I think the attackers took one world, if I understood that correctly. We could build some more ships. We also have building slots available on a bunch of these systems, which we should probably work on doing at some point. Kelazan Republic is starting to aggressively claim our territory. So, flipping hell, guys. I have a feeling that they're about to go to war with us. However, we do have equivalent fleet power, and we are uber defensive. Well, now that we know who's being aggressive towards us, let's have the red tide moving. Because I think my plan right now is to capture this. Okay, we've already got a starbase in Cascadia, so we are fortified over on that side. I just want to make sure that we grab this as well, because why not? Edicts fund, so we get cheaper edicts. We could increase that even further. We can get the administrative park, which will... Oh, that is a upgrade to the bureaucrats, of which we built 1. Although, bureaucrats use consumer goods. We have artisans which produce more consumer goods. Maybe we should do artisans and bureaucrats. Auto-curating vault means the administrators output even more, though it does require crystals. Artificial moral codes gives us more amenities and less crime. Or we can get fleet command higher. Our fleet command at the moment is 60. Which you are about to reach. However, I'm going to go for the amenities. That has been a problem in a few times. Patrons with benefits. Greetings, Jackson Hardtack. We've come up with a gorgeous new type of architecture, specifically tuned to improve crowds' understandings of one another, a Ministry of Culture. It functions thanks to a mix of the populace's subconscious bias against each other and art, then smashing it all and presenting a new form of unity. So we can then get the Ministry of Culture. Yes, I will take this. Which I would probably switch this for. I'm guessing that's a building. It is. Which gives us a bunch more unity, and this planet produces quite a lot. Although, actually, how does it compare to others? Yeah, significantly higher. Although that will remove one of our jobs. The problem is, we have so many buildings that have actually relatively few jobs. Because this is becoming like a research slash bureaucracy slash commercial world. Because it just does a little bit of everything. So the one thing it probably shouldn't be doing that much of is commerce. Let's replace you with the Ministry of Culture.
Huzzah!
Allows us to build that, and that's one per what? Planet. How much of this unity is actually from jobs? Just the administrators, and that's just 18. I think the rest is actually from trade. Oh no, we actually produce 185 from jobs. Politicians, 53. Nope, it's there. Okay, let's do the Ministry of Culture. Because it's our capital, it's going to be very big. Cool. So is there any way that we can specialise a bit more? I could really do with another research world, honestly. Maybe one of these three. Once they are done terraforming will be useful for that. Okay. Can you explain the benefit of administrative buildings since they removed the admin cap? So admin buildings produce Unity. Unity has been overhauled in that there's a lot more traditions. I think they're more expensive now. And also the other big change, and something which I've been using quite aggressively, actually, are leaders. Now cost Unity, and they have a Unity upkeep as well. So there are a lot more uses for Unity now than there used to be. And I have quite a few leaders because I rather like having lots and lots of scientists. So the upkeep is pretty hefty for that. Okay, the war fleet's about to arrive. That's good. So they've claimed a lot of worlds, but they haven't actually attacked us yet. Maybe waiting for their fleets to get into position. Well, either way, I'm hoping that they're giving me a bit of time to go and claim Huron. And then fortify it. Although, we're actually out of starbase capacity. We can go over it. It's a soft cap. Send in the warships. And we should probably also be thinking about upgrading some of these. We do have you guys who I thought were going to come and join us over here. Well, actually, why don't you go to Vidamiatrix, which is kind of our central system. We can go north, we can go east, and we can go south from there. It is such an important choke point, that one. Literally would cut our empire in half if we are ever to lose it. Alien entity identified. A tubular alien entity has entered the orbit of Helm's Deep Prime with no warning or explanation. It appears to be moving without engines or thrusters, gliding in complete silence through the void of space, cylinders rotating ominously. Though it is yet to display any signs of aggression, it refuses to acknowledge our hails. Our military advisors warn that it may pose a considerable threat to the inhabitants below and implore us to engage neutralization protocols. Our scientists, however, plead that we instead learn from this remarkable piece of technology. Let's study it. Which is done here. What's my preferred method for producing Unity? Trade, probably. Just because I can get a lot more trade jobs out of the commercial zone. Okay. Battle is won, so I'm going to have you go ahead and survey the system, then do the research projects. We're going to have you to come over here, and we'll leave you present as well for the moment. Even if you are injured currently. Meanwhile, the terraforming is very nearly finished, and then we'll have a bunch of new planets to go and colonize. So actually, one thing I would like to do... we'll start building some colony ships. So where are these planets? 1, 2, 3. So watership down. Doesn't have a shipyard. Where are my shipyards? Here. Oh, Magam can build one. You build me a colony ship. South Wales. Build me a colony ship. And... Homan, build me a colony ship. Okay. Non-aggression pact broken between us and the Numenarians. Numenarians are whom? These guys.
They wish to speak with us.
With the Anatharians, I have no reason to not do this. Anatharians are these guys, sure. Never opening my borders, but non-aggression pacts I can accept. That is a lot of minerals. And here we go. We can get a new tradition, so we can get the leader lifespan, leader level cap. We can get the faster demotions or the governing attraction, governing ethics attraction. I'm going to do mind and body for the extra leader lifespan, because we seem to be doubling down on that. And again, we have a lot of leaders. So what is the maximum level for you guys now? Level 7 for the governors, level 9 for the scientists, 7 for the admirals, and 7 for the generals. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Waterloo Prime, what's your issue? You still need jobs. You also have a building slot available. So Waterloo Prime is a science place. No, it's a generator place. I wonder if I should turn you into a science place, though. See, the generator world actually increases output, whereas the research tech world only makes them cheaper and less upkeep, which I don't really care about. That's fine.
Project done.
Despite extensive research, the enigmatic cache and its origin are still shrouded in mystery. Though it's definitely not organic in nature, it's not entirely machine either. It appears to be preoccupied mainly with the gathering, sharing and encoding of data. Its surface is covered in hundreds of thousands of minuscule scratches and dents in which we have discovered traces of a compound that is alien to our galaxy. Excess to success. As the terraforming of Beta Hydra 3 is settling down, we discover that the project has put us in an unanticipated situation. We did not need as many resources we initially set aside to finish this project, and now we have the chance to add on one additional feature to this planet. Okay, let's take a look at what this place has got. Not a lot. So we could do generator districts, mining districts, or agricultural districts. I'm thinking probably mining. We'll double down with that. And there we go. All of the terraforming is now complete. So we are just waiting for the colony ships to be built, and then we can go and colonize them all. Let's actually take a look at how they turned out. So you are a mining world. You are a mining world. You are not a lot of anything. I think that Hydri is actually going to be research. Dahlberg might be food production, although food production at the moment's fine. Just because I'm getting all of my plans to do food production, and also these guys have a lot of food. Oh! I wonder if that increases because we're aquatic. It might do, when we colonize. I really wish I knew why my monitor kept on flickering. It used to do it for like 10 minutes. But the monitor has now been on for well over an hour and it is still flickering. Okay, you have been done. You're going to go ahead and build the starbase here. You are working on the research, and then you can now head back to Vindomatrix. 2340, my first resolution is queued in the Galactic community. Nice. I didn't even join the Galactic community because we are inward perfectionists. We don't care what those aliens are doing. Weirdos. Oops. We are getting a bunch of unemployment. Although that is not actual unemployment. That is... Oh no, it is actual unemployment. Okay. Well, now that this place is definitely the Unity producer, I'm going to start transitioning away from trade and start setting up these admin offices. I thought they have a lot less jobs. Hopefully we can get the technology which will allow us to upgrade. And in the meantime, we can get another industrial district. Waterloo Prime is still upgrading, and then Cascadia Prime is also out of jobs. Its housing is also looking pretty short. Let's have you do another agriculture.
We grow
And then another city after that. Maniacal on Captain Cuddles. Who is an adaptable maniac. Cool. And once you've done this, go ahead and build all the mining stations, and I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this starbase. Okay, so now that you're upgrading, I feel like I can probably quite safely invest in all of these. So, Vindomatrix. I actually think that I might put a crew quarters here, because this feels like a place I'll be leaving the ships a lot. And that'll allow me to put something different in South Wales. Make it more defensive. Is that how I want to do this? You know what, South Wales is not that far away. No, don't do that. Let's make this the defensive one. Yeah. Okay, Diadem. Diadem is a border. So let's give you communications jammer, guns and missiles. Waterloo is not a borderline, so you can get the Naval Logistics Office, which will increase the amount of naval capacity our anchorages provide. Cascadia is a border province, so you can get targeting uplink. I mean, you're not really Uram is. So we could put a shipyard here. Instead of missiles, put a shipyard. These modules are super freaking cheap. And Waterloo is also very much behind the lines. It's protecting a planet, but I have a feeling that you could also be a naval logistics office. Margram's the shipyard, isn't it? Yeah. Kelazam is claiming more stuff. So we've got to be continuing to upgrade our warfighting capabilities. There's the crime and amenities. Starbase capacity. Resources from all jobs. Or naval capacity. We're actually still under. I mean, resources from jobs is pretty huge. And they're bringing in some transport fleets nearby. Here comes their warships. Okay, so we are under our naval capacity, so I feel like we should probably do something about that. Where are the cruisers? Right, we built them separate, didn't we? You guys head off to South Wales. Headmaster Bungalosh. The Enclave is in a frisky mood. The creation of the Scientistious Rift has caused many an artist to change their primary focus to creating new experiences for it. So far, the most noteworthy to come out of this endeavour is the orchestral piece conveyed via scent. Sure, I'll donate to that. Keep it going. Ah, that was giving me influence. Okay. What did we find on the other side of the wormhole? That is a good question. I thought we sent a science ship to go and check that out. Colony ships are done. So you head to Dahlberg. You head to Beta Hydri. You head to Watership Down. And these two are really close to each other.
We grow ever stronger. We grow ever stronger. Research complete.
Technology done. Physics research goes up. Archaeology skill +2. Survey speed. Well, we're not really surveying anything anymore. There may still be some archaeology to do out there, I don't know. It's a cheap tech, it'll only take us a year. And it's purple. Okay, seriously, why is this thing still flickering? There's one little corner of the screen, which is where the flickers seem to originate, which gets quite hot. So I do kind of wonder if there's a loose wire or something in there, because it's noticeable how much hotter that corner is compared to the rest of the screen. It's just annoying because like both of my monitors died pretty much at the same time. One completely died, then this one's just been flickering. I wonder if there was like a lightning strike or something. Although I am surge protected.
We grow ever stronger.
Should probably take it to a repair shop and just see if they can fix